ages. Hail to the true light. Hail to the transparent light. Hail to the self-luminous light. Hail, hail to the primal light. And to the prime, I call the primal light. To the prime, I call the primal light. It's the truth. I call on the light throughout the ages. Self supreme, primal light. I call on the true light. I call on the transparent light. I call the self-luminous light. Self-supreme, primal light. Light without beginning or end. It was true in the beginning, true throughout the ages, and true even now. Primal light. To the primal light. Yes, yes, yes. Hail, hail, hail to the I Self Supreme Primal Light. Hail to the one true light, the light without beginning nor end. Hail to I, the transparent light. All is myself. I am one with all. All is the I and I, wearing disguise. All is myself. I self supreme, primal light alone exist. I am all. I want to give honor and reverence to the I self. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. And mind has no power over me. Mind has no power over me. I am primal light. I am the true light. And mind has no power over me. I am. Mind has no power over me. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I am confident. I know who I am. I know who I am. Know who I am. I know who I am. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. That I am. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I am confident. I believe in myself. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am the true light. I am that has no name. I am that can't be explained. I believe in myself. I am that has no name. I am that can't be explained. I am that and mind has no power over me. I say, mind, You have no power over me. Fear has no power over me. I believe in myself. I am confident. Mind has no power over me. Mind has no power over me. I am that I am. And mind has no power over me. I say, mind, you have no power over me. Fear has no power over me. I believe in myself. I am confident. Mind has no power over me. I am that I am. I am that I am. And everything that I have created, I demolish. Everything that I have created, I demolish. I demolish all demons, all devils, all satans, all duality creations. I demolish all duality existence. I dissolve this dream. I dissolve all duality beings, all duality existence. I dissolve all duality beings, all duality existence. Everything that I have created, I demolish. Everything that I have created, I demolish. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I return to my ultimate true state. Return to my ultimate true state. I return to my ultimate true state. I transition from being to non-being. I transition from being to non-being. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. I am one with all. 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 All is myself. All is myself. I alone exist. I alone exist. All is myself. I alone exist. All is myself. All of myself must return unto me. All of myself must return unto me. Back into I. I am one with all. I return to my ultimate true state. I return to my ultimate true state. To my ultimate true state. I return to my ultimate true state. Awesome. Hail, hail. With this affirmations, we can align ourselves. These vibrations are so very important to practice every morning, throughout the day, and when the sun goes down. This vibration, they are yourself. You have made so many aspects of yourself, and yourself in vibration helps this body, and it lifts you up so your vibration can be balanced. So everything that you need is in the body with you. So you're using the vibrations to bring harmony to the body. I know it seems very simple, but the simple things is what you need, and it's what is important. The simple things, like self-inquiry, asking, who am I? Because we're in a dream and we don't know. The self called the spirit is sleeping. So it's really simple. The simple things. If we go back to those simple things, curiosity, asking questions, and don't be afraid, because why fear? Because of the ego, the mind has fear. It is not the self that is fearing, it is the ego, because the ego does not want to give up the dream. If you think, like when you go to sleep and you are in a sweet dream, someone is trying to wake you up from the dream, and you don't want to get up from the dream because you're entranced in it. And so this is what's happening. Your other self waking you up, your real selves are waking you up from the dream. But the ego wants you to stay immersed in the dream and not wake up. So it's trancing you and holding you. And so when you self-inquire, you get the ego, the mind, to ask question too, because it think that it is the real self, and it is not the real self. It's like when you're playing a video game, you cannot go inside of the game to play the game. So you create a character, an avatar that is manipulating other things in the game for you, while you are outside as with the controller moving the character. So this is how the ego is. The self is allowing the mind, the ego, to create this character in the dream because it is sleeping. When the self awakes, the ego cannot create a character again because the self is remain itself. It's no longer sleeping, and the mind is dreaming of this character that is being animated by the self inside of the dream. So this is the simple things, the vibrations, and even myself, I do these vibrations all the time because I am inside of the dream, just like everyone else, but I am awake. This is the difference between myself and all the other ones in the dream. The simple things. This is how I gain my awareness. This is how I gain my sovereignty and liberate my soul from slavery. And I know that everyone is thinking that this is easy thing. You have to battle. Who do you battle? The mind is fighting with you. Your mind, your own mind is fighting with you. It's not anything outside of yourself. Believe me, it's not anything outside of yourself but your own mind. Because the mind is obscuring the self. The self cannot rise, it's sleeping, and the mind is taking command. The self is hiding behind the mind. When you inquire and say, who am I? This is the spirit is asking because it does not know. It is the ego false self. It does not know. The mind is curious also. Who am I? I am not this body. I am not this mind, then who am I? So it gets curious, and this allows the mind to move around and look, to ask question also. So this is why it is very important. This also allow some space to start come between the self and the mind, because they are like this. Yeah. And you want void between them. And so when you start asking questions, who am I? Why fear? Why? How did evil come into the world? What is the root of our existence? What is the root cause of why the mind is this? Why are people doing evil things? Why? You ask these questions more and more. You are shattering the illusion from the mind, and you start getting the self start slowly waking up, like moving like this, slowly the self, the spirit is going to wake up. It's sleeping, right? And so the teacher within is going to rise up now and start helping you to answer your question. So it's really simple, and the vibrations is yourself. That vibration is the self that balances the world. Hum is the self, the manifest self, and also hum is the unmanifest, the vibrations, the tiny particles. Um, and so this is why this is very important, these vibrations, because all of the self have a destiny to play and a role to assist us, the sleeping ones. I am no longer sleeping, but all that my other selves who are sleeping. So there is selves on every level to assist us, only the real. Hail, hail to the I. Much honor. Thanks for joining, I. Yes, exactly. Gotta give up the dream, and you have the power to dissolve it by saying, everything that I have created, I demolish. I return. Yes, because the mind is sleeping and dreaming. Yeah, it's creating all of these things in its dream. Absolutely. Remain vigilant to the real. Absolutely. Yes. And so the simple things, just go back to the simple things of even when you were a human child and you were curious about things. Why? Go back to those simple questions and stay with it and stay vigilant. Yeah. Stay vigilant, because the mind is the root cause. It's your own mind sleeping and dreaming. Yes. So share the vibrations with your family, with your friends. It has no religion, no, because many ones, they're stuck into the religion, so they might not want to try vibrations. When you explain that vibrations is you are producing from your own body. So that's why I stick to the simple things that has nothing to do with any religion or spirituality. Because remember that spirituality, meaning that is sleeping and then trance in the dream. So when one is seeking spirituality, they're only seeking the dream. You have to seek the real, the self, because spirituality is the spirit that is sleeping. The great spirit, which is the baby in duality of the primal light, has awakened. So even the great spirit has awakened. So you no longer need to seek the dream. To know the truth, just seek the real, seek your soul. I know everyone wants to bypass the soul and go to higher levels of consciousness, go to some other selves, I don't know who they're calling to and all the dualities, but I promise you, none of them can help you. Only the soul can. Stay anchored, stay with your soul. You want to merge back as one self with the soul. You are the spirit, the baby of the soul, and the soul is your real self. You just want to be yourself. You don't need to call on anything but yourself. You are the baby of yourself. So don't call on anything else but yourself, the soul. Only the soul can help you. I promise you this. You will call on all of these things, you will always be enslaved and be a prisoner to them. If you call on your soul, you liberate your soul from slavery, because you have to remember that every soul in here has been enslaved and been imprisoned. So you might think that no, the body is no longer, especially people from cultures of melanated skin that who have been enslaved in this body. Know that it is a manifestation of how the soul is being enslaved by all of the deities and all of the ones that you reverence and call to. Please do yourself a favor. Just call on the real onto yourself. So practice the vibrations and just the simple things. Asking question of yourself, only yourself, the soul, because the soul has been keeping records of everything has been written down. There's a movie, there's a reel that you can go to in your soul to see everything, every lifetime you have come into this world. You don't need to call on anything. I'm telling you, your soul knows everything, will show you. You will know all the avatars you came as. You will know why you have this suffering or whatever in the body, and the soul will balance it and take care of it for you. If you call on your soul and merge back and give up this ego false self. Just give up the ego false self and be your soul self. This is what you have to do. And just by the simple things. I no longer want to be this ego false self. I just want to be myself, be my real self. I return to my ultimate true state. That's simple, right? Those simple words. And those are the simple words that I use. And so I am going to play one tune that helped me when I did not know how to be vigilant with the mind, and I was getting confused, but I was sticking to, I want to know the truth, I am seeking. And so this tune was what I wrote. It's called so let me see which one is that. Hold on 1 second here. Soul I honor you. So let me play that one. You never had a hard time when life kicked you to the curb. In a battle with the cosmos, have you heard anything so absurd? In everything, there's lessons to be learned. A battle so futile, I'm defeated from the start. So I bow gracefully, with reverence, I surrender to the call. Doing whatever is required, whatever at all. Accepting all that life brings. Joyfully live, surrender to the divine will. So I silence the outer world like a seed. I anchor to the ground, incubating. I'ma stay still, quiet, trust the unknown. I self-realize my utter devotion and gratitude, mesmerized by your every beauty, am subdued, in constant awe, so amazed. I see me in every face, such intricate sequence and design, details sublime. What astounding architecture, mysteriously complex. To the minutest mechanism, you baffle the intellect. I'm in utter devotion and gratitude, utter reverence, but amazing game on the play of time. And my soul dance frivolously in childlike play. My soul dance frivolously in childlike play. I'm in utter devotion and gratitude. I honor you. So I honor you. As time conceived, my memory recedes. I fumble for words to convey, my experience to articulate. I'm in utter gratitude, with reverence I pursue. How do I hold awareness in waking and sleeping moments? Tell me about your soul, creator source. I'm devoted to know what is my ultimate nature. Who am I? How does spirit grow? How can I be in union? I want to grow. How do I do so? I want to be free. Please guide me. Divine will be done. Complete unconditional surrender to the divine. Focus my attention only on the I. I become effortless. Remain quietly alert. My geometry I align. Turn my body into a shrine. The ladder of self I climb. To know the ultimate true sublime. I trust and accept the divine will. Self-inquiry. I self-surrender. I. This. Thine will be done. Thine will be done. Thine will be done. And my soul dance frivolously in childlike play. My soul dance frivolously in childlike play. So honor you. So honor you. My soul dance frivolously in childlike play. My soul dance frivolously in childlike play. So I honor you. I am established into beingness. I am being into the I amness. I am subtle. I am already complete. I am beyond death. I was never born, neither will I die. I am limitless. I am boundless. I am one with the ultimate reality. I am centered in my core. I am one with the ultimate truth. I am the ultimate truth. I am one with the ultimate truth and the whole universe. I merge with true self. I am the love of beingness. I am alert. I am attentive. I abide in the self. My consciousness is the whole universe. All of consciousness is myself. I am that I am. Dance frivolously and shine like play. My soul dance frivolously and shine like play. So I honor you. So I honor you. Yes, so that tune really helped me. And I remember when I made that tune, I was singing it over and over and saying the words over and over and over and over, because when you say those simple words, who am I want to know, who I am, because we are confused and we don't know. We have to admit that. And so I knew I was confused because the mind was confusing and so I kept saying it over and over. I know that I am all, I know I am everything, but I am still confused as to how and why of myself. And so I seek the truth from the I soul. So to honor the I soul, Now I merge that spirit self no longer exists. It's just I, the soul self, who has now merged with all. There is the levels of the real self. And so I am now stabilized and merged into the I real self, the self supreme primal light. So I am saying this to say that reach out to the I soul, call the soul back into the body and merge with the soul. Ask the soul to merge with you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing more that any desire that you desire. Everybody thought I was going crazy because this was no more desire for me, but this one thing that I desire to know truth, to be returned to my ultimate true state. This must be the deepest desire from within the I, that you will do this. You will forsake everything in this world to just return to be your ultimate true state. You have to face fear. The mind is going to bring fear to you. I promise you this. This is the operation of this ego. It is going to do this. So you have to be vigilant and want to stand up to face all the fears. You know, if you watched any hero story, watch any hero story, they always have a challenge they have to face. So if you want to be the hero of your life, you have to face the mind, because you have to face the ego. It is the thing that is battling with you. You have to face it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right. So right now, I am going to play the tune. Fear, I face you. Don't be afraid. Facing my fears tonight, yes. I'm facing my fears tonight, 'cause ignorance is a crime. Binding slavery. Binding a mind. But I am not this body, and neither am I this mind. That's why I'm facing my fears tonight, yes. Ignorance, I'm leaving you behind. Fear, I disarm you. Ignorance, I banish you too. Experience is my teacher, so I had to be an observer. Experience life in all that it brings, losing desires and attachment to things, all the vision within, to live in purity of wisdom, for joy in life in earth kingdom. So tonight, ignorance of fear, you die. I bury you in truth and light. Inhale, exhale. I am calm. Inhale, exhale, I stay calm. But in my sacred circle, cause I am protected and nothing can harm me. I am protected and nothing can harm me. Supreme, nothing can harm me. Sustain me. primal light source energy. I stay in awareness, all attention on my breath. I stay in awareness, all attention on my breath. Immerse in the self. Mind be still, be still, be still and know that I am in command. Mind be still, be still, be still and know that I am in command. I am in command of the commandment. Command. I am in command. Immerse in the self. Inhale, exhale, I stay calm. Immerse in the self. Inhale, exhale, I stay calm. I am calm. I am still. I am calm. Mind, be I am triumphant over all malignant forces. Tonight is the night, dark as a void may be. Thy soul light I will see. I journey through the void safely. I am protected through all the realms, and nothing can harm me. I am safe. My journey is triumphant. I am safe. My journey is not afraid. I am victorious. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I am brave. I am brave. I dig out your roots. I fear, ignorance, and send despair. I dissolve all fear. The power of knowing and truth. With the power of knowing and self-truth. Fear, I face you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, I stay calm. But in my secret circle long, 'cause I am protected and nothing can harm me. Nothing can harm me. Primal light sustain me. Primal light source energy. I stay in awareness, all attention on my breath. Immerse in the self. Immerse in the self. Mind be still, be still, be still and know that I am in command. Mind be still, be still, be still and know that I am in command. I am in command of the command. I am in command of the command. Inhale, exhale, I stay calm. Immerse in the self. Inhale, exhale, I stay calm. Mind, be still. I am calm. I am still. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am calm. Yes, So that's another tune that's on the album I Awake to My Consciousness. Those tunes, they really help me out a lot. So if you get a chance, you can check out those tunes. So I am going to play another tune. It's called Steps to My True Selves. So you have to take the steps to your true self by dissolving the ego false self and just merge with yourself that's in alignment and waiting to merge with the I. But you can only do it by connecting to your soul. Yeah? In every movement, there is steps. So I step into my true self. Step, step, steps. Steps to my true self. I'ma face my darkness, master my weakness. Using my strength, propel me forward. Inward journey, here I come. Step into your true self. Inward journey, here I come. Step into your true self. Shattering illusion, I'm leaving none. I'm shedding my outer layers. The tricksters and the players. Step into my true self. Step, 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 step to my true self. Step into my true self. Step, 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 steps to my true self. Dissolve the ego false self. Step into my true self. I dissolve the ego false self. Yeah, in stillness, I'm focusing on the I, holding my awareness with utter reverence, devotion and attention. Step, step, steps, steps to my true self. Dissolve the ego false self. Journey, here I come. Inward journey, here I come. Shattering illusion, I'm leaving none. I'm shedding my outer layers. The tricksters and the players. Step, step, step. Steps to my true self. Step into my true self. Step, step, step to my true self. Step into my true self. In honor and reverence for life, I manage my thoughts, emotion, energy, and mind. I gently walk through time. On the ladder of impermanence game, personalities of self must disintegrate. Poof, poof, end of one cycle, another one creates. In the shattering personalities, fate, life, and death game. In this step to my true self play. Building new cells in the brain. Polarize the mind to create. My intellect cut to the truth of this situation. I break down the walls of instinctual self-preservation. Liberating the mind, my energy, climb my perception. Rise through the dimension outline. I self-realize. Step into my true self. Step to my true self. Step into my true self. Step to my true self. Step into my true self. Step, step, step. Step into my true self. Steps to my true self. Step, 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 step to my true self. Step into my true self. Layers of self on each planes of existence. It's a relay race of self-realization. Each step of the ladder, letting go of the other. Dying to the old to be born anew. A ladder manifesting the different youth. Passing that into the next self in queue. Each self must do what it do. Must run its own race true. To get to the next place where the next aspect of self awaits you. The great I am is the gate. Equipped to man to the fabric of Maya, illusion, ignorance, my ego. As a step to my true self teacher. Awaiting the real truth seekers. Steps, yes. In stillness, I'm focusing on the I, holding my awareness with utter reverence, devotion, and attention. Steps to my true self. Steps to my true self. Inward journey, here I come. Inward journey, here I come. Shattering illusion, I'm leaving none. I'm shedding my outer layers. The tricksters and the players. Step to my true self. Step into my true self. Step into my true self. Step to my true self. Step into my true self. Step into my true self. Yes, I. So just have to just step into the I true self. Just remove the coat of illusion, false perceptions, and all these things. Just step into the I true self, because it's a layer of selves running a relay race. And every self, the spirit self that is sleeping, has to do its share. You know, if the I want to come into true realization, the spirit has to run its distance, connecting with its soul, pass the baton to the soul, they merge as one. Now the soul takes over. The soul has to run its distance now, because the soul is in direct connection. It is the self. It is the primal light. The soul is the primal light. So in direct connection, it is the self fragmented. But you have to do your share and just know, merge back with your soul, and let the soul run, take the baton and move to the next level, because you don't know that level. So it's time to step into the I true self, merge into the soul and be the soul self, and dissolve this spirit self, merge back into the soul and no longer exist, but you just exist as yourself, the soul, the primal light. So this is the next step for the I, so that the I will just be the soul self. I know, and none of those duality beings can come in the body and imprison the soul, because they do that. Many ones, I know many ones who are awake in the dream. They are awake like myself. The difference between me and them also is that I no longer exist as the spirit awake and the soul. So they have the spirit awake in the body, still animating the body, but the soul is not merged with them. They have to now merge back that spirit self, the baby of the soul, back into the soul as just the soul self. So this is the next step for the I, to do that, to just stay in alignment with the I self soul, so that the I can merge as just and exist as just as the soul self. Because the dualities, they still come in the body to grab the soul. You know, many ones don't want to hear this, because I know, but it is the truth. If you want to seek truth, this is the truth. So I thank the I and I for joining. I will be doing this sunrise and introducing the music, you know, the songs and that help the I, you know, that I have created. And so the I can listen to some of these songs, get some of the words. It might be useful to you, because it was very beneficial to the I, and it helped me a lot. And the affirmation. So remember the vibrations, simple things. Self-inquiry, asking the question, who am I? How did I come into being? Stop pretending like you know and you don't know. Where do I go after I leave here? You need to ask these questions. Who are you asking? Yourself, the soul. Only ask the soul, because only the soul knows. Call the soul back into the body with you. Align yourself with the soul. Do the vibrations. So hum, and closing your ears, pulling the mind out of the head, bringing it into the center of the chest. Remember all of these things. And these are simple things to practice every day, right? Pulling the mind out of the head, bringing it into the void to be purified to stillness. And you just sit in stillness with this vibration. And you will see the most amazing thing that unfolds for you. Yes. And stick with it. No matter when the mind is telling you don't do it today, just do it for 5 minutes. No, stick with it, make a vow to yourself and stick with it. And so the last tune that I am going to share is the tune called Soul Awake, because at that time I was not in awareness. When I was the spirit and I awake, I was trying to connect to the I soul, but I couldn't find the soul. And so I am calling thinking the soul is sleeping when the soul was being enslaved by one of the deities. And so I had to fight to get the soul back. So this is when me calling and and not really understanding certain things. So I want to share this tune. So this tune is called Soul Awake. There's a light that dwells within me. There's the dark that holds my mystery. And have you ever wondered how paradoxical the nature and who's the sole creator? Which God is a seafarer and wise that I can't remember. Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? What if our soul is really trapped in void, waiting? What if our spirit is really imprisoned in this heaven? What if spirit entered the body's just an experiment? Amnesia is the body's induced spell, and spirit separate from soul is hell. Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. Spirit, have you been tricked? That the signs say enter at your own risk. Why can't you recall? Did you enter consciously the labyrinth? Did you read the fine print? Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. Spirit, are you lost and afraid? Who's the guard at the gate? I call checkmate. Night has caught the way, 'cause I'm the queen of the game. Knowledge conquer fear, conquer hate and despair. Shatter ignorance, blind faith and don't care. Seeking truth for my faith, this dilemma I face. Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. You're endowed with all that you need, infinite soul, fractal seed, life, soul, spirit, union, sovereignty. Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. From the depths of my soul, this agony unfolds. Freedom from who, what, where, when, I don't know. So tell me, my friend, what happened when I fall asleep? What do you leave the body to see? And when the body's diseased, where in the void could I be? Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. Are you in torment in the cosmos? In the hands of the gods who knows? Are you waiting to be your own? Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. Emerge from the depth. Tell me where you've been kept. The labyrinth is too complex. What's your location? Pinpoint the coordinates. Spirit want to be free. Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. You're endowed with all that you need. Infinite soul, fractal seed, life, soul, spirit, union, sovereignty. Soul awake. How do I beat the clock? Tell me, what level are we at? Soul awake, soul awake. Spirit want to be free. Soul awake, join union with me. Soul awake. Join union as one, I wanna be free. Soul awake, soul awake, soul awake. Join union with me, I wanna be free. Yes, I have no relations. I am liberated from all bondage and tyranny. Everything I have created, I demolish. Yes, 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 yes. Always denounce ties so that they know that you're not into being enslaved. You want to be remaining sovereign as I am that I am. Much honor, much reverence. Thank the I for joining. I I will see you in the next sunrise. I'll be doing this at sunrise, looking for ones to join me to more make of dialogues. Right now I am sharing the different tunes so that ones can see what helped me, the words, the affirmations that helped me through this process to be stabilized and anchored right now so that I will not be swayed by the ego. Um, Also on my next page, Auset Aten in the evenings, I am going to be doing satsang because I want to open a platform for talk and discussions for seeking truth. So satsang meaning gathering to seek truth. And so I want to open it to talk with different ones, just have conversations really. So feel free to let me know if you want to be a part of that. All right, much honor. Thank you so much. Share, and I'll see you in the next sunrise. Much honor.